up, everybody? Ghost Girl 007 here, and today's video is going to be another haunted reads. Today we're going to read some more out of this. We're halfway finished with this book, so we'll be able to move on, hopefully pretty soon, to another thing. Which is a surprise. I might even let you choose. So, I'm going to read you this little thing up here. Haunted objects have been reported to move on their own and appear in rooms other than where they were left. Spectacular feature. Paranormal objects. Sometimes spirits and paranormal activity attaches to items instead of locations. In a way, a haunted object is even more terrifying than a haunted place, as it can move around, change owners, and end up in your possession without you having the faintest idea of what's coming your way. So this is that page. The Dybbuk Box. This wine cabinet is no ordinary antique, though. That's what refurnishing Kevin Mannis thought he was getting when he purchased it at an estate sale with the intentions of fixing it up and giving it to his mother as a birthday gift. The Dybbuk Box, as it comes to be called, is thought to be a prayer altar with a strong spirit attached to it. In Jewish culture, a Dybbuk box is a malevolent spirit that cleaves to a person, or in this case, an item. According to Mannis, the box was purchased in Spain by a woman who had escaped a concentration camp during the Holocaust with her life, but nothing else. The rest of her family had been killed. When the woman immigrated to America, she brought the box with her and wanted to be buried with it. That conflicted with Jewish tradition, however, so her family was not able to grant her that wish, and the box was sold in an estate sale to Mannis. Experiences while staying at the... Okay, that's a bit different. Once in his possession, things began to go very wrong. He put the box in the basement workshop of his store. One day while he was gone, the security gates came down, locking his clerk inside, and all the bulbs in the basement shattered. The clerk quit, never came back. When Kevin gave the box to his mother for her birthday, the woman had a stroke immediately, and then refused to keep the box. While it was in Kevin's possession, I can't speak right, he had nightmares of being beaten by a demonic hag and would wake up bruised. His sister had the same nightmare. Experiences while staying at his house. This is all according to Kevin's 2003 eBay listing. The box soon was in the hands of something I can't even say the name, a student at Truman State University in Missouri. After the student's lights burned out and his hair fell out, he gave the box to Jason Haxton, a museum director who tried to decipher the mysterious of the Dybbuk Box. After talking with rabbis and the family of the box, original owner, Haxton, concluded that the box was like a prayer altar. Haxton claimed to have had his own share of misfortunes once the box came to him. The day it arrived, a tree fell on his house, almost destroying it. He experienced vision trouble, veering on blindness, and would get welts over his whole body. Venomous centipedes swarmed the wall behind where the box was kept. To try to keep the energy of the box at bay, Jason built an ark for it, a sacred container of certain kind of wood and gold. He put the box inside the ark and the ark inside a military shipping crate. Today the box is on display in a room at the Haunted Museum in Las Vegas, which is Zach Bagans from Ghost Adventures Museum, which is the Haunted Museum in Las Vegas, where people have claimed mysterious protruding holes begin to appear in the walls around the artifact, as if something was trying to break out from within the exhibit. And many people have witnessed a black-cloaked figure passing through the door of the exhibit, even when it's closed. Beware, what you're about to look at is the box, so beware. You see close up, you can see what's in it, sorta. So this little thing we're going to read right here, this little box, will tell you what's in it. What's in the box? When the Dybbuk Box was opened, it was found to contain a golden wine chalice, a candlestick holder with tentacle legs, a dried rosebud, 2 locks of hair bound in ribbon, 2 1920s pennies, a stone with the Hebrew word shalom, meaning peace, engraved on it, the Shema prayer, the cornerstone of Jewish morning and evening prayers, carved into the wood. Okay. We're gonna skip that one. We're gonna read about this one. Annabelle's non-regular Raggedy Ann. In 1970, a young nurse named Donna received a Raggedy Ann doll from her mother as a birthday gift. She would put the doll on her bed as decoration, but soon noticed that when she came home, the doll was not how she left it. It would be on its side, or its arms would be crossed. Then it would be in another room entirely. Donna and her roommate then started finding notes with messages like "help me" around the apartment. The girls called in a psychic medium to try to figure out what was going on, and at the seance, a spirit named Annabelle Higgins came forth. The spirit said it had lived on the property before there were apartments and had died there when she was just 7. Pitying the young ghost, Donna gave the spirit permission to live there again. That's when things took a dark turn. A friend dreamed that the doll was choking him. When he went to the girl's apartment the next day, he and the roommate heard rustling in Donna's room. When he went in, no one was there. As he approached the doll, it was attacked and right across the chest by an invisible claws. That was enough to convince Donna that the doll was not what it pretended to be, they contacted a priest who brought in Ed and Lorraine Warren, paranormal investigators who had also inspected the infamous Amityville house in Long Island, New York. They were sure right from the start that the doll was being manipulated by a demonic force, and along with the priests tried to exorcise it. The Warrens then brought the doll home at Donna's behalf. On the drive there, brakes and steering both went out, threatening to send them careening off a sharp curve or crashing the headlong into oncoming traffic, until Ed doused the doll with holy water. Once they got the doll home, it moved around or about the rooms, even though locked doors, that don't make no sense, until the Warrens built a specific case for it in their their occult museum. From then on, Annabelle stayed put, but her horrible work was not done yet. It is said that visitors who mocked the doll would get into accidents, including one young couple whose motorcycle crashed after they left the museum, killing the man but sparing the woman. Now, next one we're going to talk about Anna Baker's wedding dress. Iron magnate Elise Baker built his dream home in Altoona, Pennsylvania. It's close to where I'm from. It took 4 years to complete, and in 1849, Alice moved his wife and 3 children into this Greek Revival-style mansion in the wilderness. 2 of the children, Sylvester, Anna, and Anna, never married and stayed in the house until they died. While Sylvester's solitary life may have been his own choice, legend has it that Anna desperately wanted to get married. The story goes that shortly after moving into the mansion, Anna met an iron worker in the area. They fell in love and were engaged, but her father refused to let her marry someone of a lower class. Anna begged and pleaded. She even bought a wedding dress, hoping her father would change his mind, but he was an obstinate and domineering man. He brought Anna suitor after suitor, men he felt were worthy of his family, but she refused them all. Growing angrier as time went on, she kept her wedding dress all of the years of her bitter life, and sometimes servants would see her dressed in it, dancing in the moonlight by herself. The Baker's mansion became a museum run by the Blair County Historical Society, and the dress was put on display. There people have seen it moving and swaying as if dancing on its own, while others have seen it shake violently, as if enraged. Many visitors claim that when they peered into the glass case to look at the dress, a woman's face would look back at them, and others believe they have seen a woman dancing in a wedding dress in different places in the house. Eventually, the museum took the dress down, saying that its exposure to light and pollutants was causing it to deteriorate too much. But stories of Anna and her dress persist. Guests have reported seeing a woman in a wedding gown dancing in various rooms of the mansion. And there's like a little teaser photo right here. The Bassanio vase. Proving that looks can be deceiving, a seemingly an ancient silver vase is said to be one of the most cursed objects in the world, bringing deaths to each and every one of its owners. The tale goes that it was made in the 15th century for a bride-to-be and was given to her as a gift the night before her wedding. But she was murdered before she wed, supposedly while holding the vase. As other members of the family took possession of the vase, they died too. It then disappeared, perhaps hidden away by the family. In 1988, it resurfaced again with a note of warning that said, "Beware, this vase brings death." When the vase was sold at auction, the note was conveniently omitted. The pharmacist who purchased it died within months. The vase was then purchased by a surgeon who died in just 2 months' time. The next cursed owner was apparently an archaeologist, and on it went until eventually either the police confiscated the vase or a terrified family insisted the police take it. Either way, the vase was then reportedly placed in a lead box and buried at an undisclosed location, which seems to have claimed its deadly force. And that's what it looks like. And that's going to be it for today. If you like this video, then like and subscribe and comment. And until next time, keep up with those spooks, guys.